Hello, I'm here to talk about the pull exercise, seated rows. The rules and proper form is very simple. Sit down and place both feet on the machine where it has an outline of the foot. The arm should be extended and pulled back until your torso is at a 90-degree angle from your legs. The back should be slightly arched and chest should be sticking out. While doing this exercise, there should be a feeling of a nice stretch on your lats as you hold the bar in front of you. Now, the modifications is very similar and very simple. First, you put a mat on the floor to make your seat comfortable, and then attach a wide grip bar or a closed grip bar, depending on what exercise you want to work on, outer back or inner back. While on the floor, instead of a level chair, the same form and exercise still applies. Now I'm here to talk about safety. Make sure when doing this exercise, you do not let go of the row when extended and slam the weight hard. Also, you have to apply the right form in order not to hurt your lower back. This can cause a lot of uncomfortability when done wrong because you are putting unnecessary pressure on a muscle that should not be worked, which will target your lower back. Also, breathe properly. When doing this exercise, breathe in when pulling and breathe out when letting go of the weight slowly. Remember to arch your back, stick your chest out, and pull slowly to stretch the back and lats.
Squat exercise. Barbell squat. Rules and proper form. Stand with the bar on your upper back. Feet should be shoulder width apart and your toes pointing straight ahead as much as possible. Initiating the squat starts at your hips, driving them back down while keeping your knees aligned with your toes. Breaking parallel, meaning your buttocks goes below your knees, is key to achieving full range of motion while squatting. To get back to standing position, press and drive from your heels. As a safety note, do not hyperextend, arc your back, or collapse your chest. You must maintain a solid core. Before you squat, take a deep breath into your belly and hold your abs tight. As you drive your hips back, your chest and shoulders will tilt forward slightly. Exhale as you press back up, standing position. Remember to keep your abs tight, head back, chest out, and eyes forward. 2/3 of the weight should be placed on your heels, while the remaining third on the balls of your feet. To modify this, if you have a tight lower back, tight hamstrings, or an injured knee, you can modify the squat by decreasing the range of motion. Place a bench or exercise ball to reduce the range of motion. Press back from your hips, and once your glutes touch the bench or ball, press back up from your heels to return to standing position. Once completed, place barbell back on the rack. Push exercise, push-ups. Rules and proper form. To set up a standard push-up, position your hands shoulder width apart or a little bit wider if needed. As you bend your elbows and lower towards the ground, elbows should be at about a 45-degree angle to your body. It is more effective when you go down slow and hold the position for a second or two and rise back up again to squeeze the chest even more. As a safety precaution, when performing any kind of push-up, it's important to keep your head and neck in a straight line. Also keep abdominal muscles engaged as you perform push-ups to help align your spine and prevent back injury. Also use the right breathing form of inhaling when going down and exhaling when going up. To modify this, instead of using your toes to hold the position of a push-up, you can also use your knees to keep form. Most people do this when they do not have the proper balance and upper body strength to hold themselves using their feet.
Core exercise, leg raises. Rules in proper form. Lie on your back, legs straightened together. Keep your legs straight and lift them to the ceiling until your butt comes off the floor. Slowly, lower your legs back down till they're above the floor. Hold for a moment. Raise your legs back up and repeat. Modifications. If doing leg raises is too challenging for you, or if they cause lower back discomfort because of the stress they put on your lumbar spine, consider doing one of these easier variations. Knee tucks. Lie flat on your back as the leg raises, but instead of extending your legs straight up, bend your knees and tuck them toward your chest. Think of driving through the feet as you extend your legs in front of you. Stopping with your feet are 1 to 6 inches above the floor or the level of weight bench. Tuck your knees in toward your chest again to return to the starting position. Single leg raises. Instead of lowering both legs at once, lower just one at a time. If you want a bit of an extra challenge, extend both arms straight up and lower the opposing arm back behind your head, and at the same time you lower each leg. So if you lower your right leg, you'll lower your left arm back behind your head, and if you lower your left leg, you'll lower your right arm behind your head. No matter which variation you do, focus on keeping your abdominal muscles contract to stabilize the spine. Safety. Exhale hard like you're blowing out candles on a cake and hold the contraction for a second in order to improve mind, muscle, and connection. If your lower back bothers you during this exercise, choose more anti-extension and anti-rotation based movements. Avoid putting the hands behind the head as this can lead to excess strain upon the neck.